we'll get you an off-ramp here. Actually, he's going to be going 20. It's not the off-ramp. It's a 22, I believe. Setting up for the westbound 22 transition, although this might be the exit for Chapman. Don't turn yet. Don't turn yet, Jeff. Jeff, don't turn. Jeff, don't turn. Continuing northbound 55 freeway. So he got onto that transition road that actually takes you either off of Chapman or keeps you going on the 55. Just keep your eye on the chase. We're seeing the driver in the fast lane. Speeds of about 80, a little over 80 miles an hour. At one point, the driver was making his way on the 91 freeway westbound, went past the 55, past the 57, ended up getting on the 5 freeway. Kind of straddling that number 1 lane. Traffic pretty light out here on the 55, and now we're through the city of Orange right now, approaching the 91. So he's kind of made a big loop here. Once he gets to the 91, he'll be back to a decision there, either eastbound or westbound on that 91. He's got only those 2 choices, or if he exits at Lincoln. But at this point, the driver not yielding to the officers behind him. Again, this all started with Anaheim PD. Suspected DUI driver. Try to get in a little tight there on the driver, but hard to see, hard to make out anything. Looks like the windows are tinted. Now he's through Lincoln and will have the choice to go east or westbound on the 91. And he's going over to that right lane, so that's going to put him on the, well, he's getting around cars, so we'll see. If he stays in those 2 lanes, he can go westbound 91. And it looks like he's going to be committed westbound 91. He's going to be going left. So big sweeping turn here on the transition road. Westbound 91 from the 55. He's got a little bit of traffic there in front of him. A little bit of light here, so we're going to zoom in and see the driver if we can. Again, really tough to see inside the windows there, but he's now westbound 91, so he has made a complete loop. 91, 57, 5, and then back up the 55 to the 91. Westbound 91, 91, number 1 lane. Okay, we'll wait until he gets to the 57. Wait until he gets to the 57, right? Because you're still out of it at the 57, right? If he goes west 91, you'll have to cross, but if he goes south, and we'll have some issues, but trying to navigate around the Disney TFR right now because he's basically near the borderline of that 3-mile circle around Disneyland that we have to stay out of. But right now, he's approaching the 57 freeway. Night sunlight of the helicopter, police helicopter overhead. And, well, we'll see. He's got options here. He can do that 57. There he goes. He's going to go right over to the 57 now. He might go north or south. We'll see. He's going to be going south. He's going to be going south. We're going to have to climb over the TFR, Jeff. So he's going to be going left here. But go left. Turn left. The freeway's right under us. My side. Don't overfly the freeway. Jeff. Jeff, don't overfly the freeway. Well, okay. Well, he's southbound 57 from the 91. He's making a loop again. I got a my side, no factor. 9 o'clock high. 9 o'clock high. Just get the clearance through the TFR. You got the clearance through the TFR? Well, we got our clearance through the TFR. We're over the top of it now. We're catching up to the chase. Southbound 57 at Katella. The driver about, well, it's a little tough to tell, but about 80, 85 miles an hour on the speed. Traffic is light. He's approaching, in a couple miles, we'll be approaching the Orange Crush interchange. That's the 57, the 22, and the 5. And we'll see if he does his loop again. He's done this before, once before. Southbound 57 across Orangewood. Now he's going, if he stays in this lane, he's definitely going to be either southbound 5, or we'll see what he does. He has some options here for sure. He can go west 22, he can go east 22, or do that 5 south. Okay, he might be going westbound 22. It looks like westbound 22. He's going to be transitioning there. So he's not going to do the 5. He's going to go west on the 22 from here. Well, he's going to, well, let's see, yeah. He's going to go west 22 for sure. He's there. Transitioning now. Yeah, Jack, go ahead. It is, yeah. Yeah, we had to climb. That's what the delay was for over the 57. Yep. Yeah, the reason we had to stop at the 57 and the 91 was to get clearance through the Dodger TF, or not the Dodger, the Disney TFR. I was hoping the Dodgers were playing, but they're not. So over the Disney TFR, they have a flight restriction that we have to be at or above 3,000 feet. We were not. We were just outside the perimeter of it, and we had to climb. That's why there was a delay there as the driver was heading south on the 57. Right now, he's on the 22 freeway at about Haster, and this still puts us in the TFR. So we're having this altitude, this gain in altitude that we're going to have to keep going. Now, he might be exiting here. We'll see what he does. He's in that slow lane. He's going to be committed to the 22. So he's going to be continuing westbound 22 freeway. There's the units behind in the chase. Again, DUI, suspected DUI driver. Harbor Boulevard, he's past Harbor Boulevard now. On the brakes there, he's pumping his brakes a little bit. He's got Euclid off-ramp coming up here. He's getting, well, he's kind of thinking about getting off at Euclid there, and we'll see if he does, but we're in this, through the city of Garden Grove right now. Got a car there getting off at Euclid. He's going to stay committed. Next off-ramp will be Brookhurst, and if he stays on the 22, he'll hit the 405, and then the 605 beyond that. So, but that's still for quite a ways. Westbound 22, passing Euclid now, coming up to Brookhurst. So if you're looking at Disneyland on a map and you were to put your finger right in the middle of it, and you measure 3 miles out from there, and draw a circle around Disneyland, that's the perimeter of the temporary flight restriction that's imposed over Disneyland. And so we're not allowed in under 3,000 feet within that circle. So we're staying up high and just on the perimeter right now as we transition westbound 22 freeway. There's Brookhurst. Coming up to Magnolia off-ramp. One of the tools that the California Highway Patrol has to bring this to an end, obviously a pit maneuver would be great, but the speeds are too high. Spike strip would be the next option for them, and they are already talking about trying to do that at some point in this chase. With the driver westbound 22 approaching Beach Boulevard. Might be getting off at Beach Boulevard. Let's see, here he goes. Exiting Beach. Nope, this is Golden West. Nope, this is Beach, sorry. This is Beach Boulevard. Now he's gonna set up for a northbound turn here. Let's see if he does it. He's gonna be going northbound. He's gonna come at us, Jeff. Southbound turn, I said northbound. He's going southbound on Beach Boulevard. Coming out, is he going to go under the freeway? And nope, he's going to go back the other direction on the freeway. Eastbound 22 from Beach. Okay, Jack, no problem. We have hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. You got it out here. 9 o'clock. The driver blinking his headlights on and off. I got one at 7 o'clock. PD ship low, no factor. I'm gonna bring in our map system. What's that? I got one at 7 o'clock, way back there. No one else. You got 2 in tow back there. If you want to, we're still in the TFR, right? No, don't turn away. Just climb if you have to, but go forward. Don't turn away from it. It's ahead of us now. Uh, 10 o'clock and go ahead of us because it's out here about 10 o'clock. You got it? Eastbound 22 freeway. He's going back the other direction, back towards the 5 freeway. It's approaching Euclid. Well, the airspace is still a little tricky for us up here, but we are having to climb back up over the TFR because he's back eastbound, 22 freeway, past Harbor Boulevard. In a couple miles, he's going to be at the 5 and the 57 interchange. And now we're hearing that there might be a spike strip set up right now. We might see that happening. The ground crew, the ground units are actually backing away. You got other units here, or other cars there, I should say, next to the vehicle. So we should be seeing something happening here in the next 30 seconds or so. We'll see if they try to deploy that spike strip. Very difficult, dangerous for the officers out there ahead of the pursuit on the freeway. Anything can happen. Here comes the CHP up alongside of him. Under the bridge. A lot of times we'll see spike strips happen underneath the bridge like that. Coming up to the Orange Crush now. He's not going to be able to do the 5 freeway. He's going to be committed eastbound 22 freeway. He's going to go right over the 5 and the 57. So he's heading now back towards the 55 freeway. Okay, you can pick up speed a little bit, Jeff, and we're out of the TFR now. We should be. So they were not able to deploy the spike strip. Here he is in the slow lane. He might be exiting here on Main Street. Or he's beyond Main Street, so he's going to be Glassell, Grand Avenue. There he is. He's exiting at Glassell. He can go straight and get back on the freeway, or he can make that left or right-hand turn. We'll see which way he goes. This puts him in the city of Orange, right through, southbound turn. Southbound Grand from the 22 in the city of Orange, but heading towards Santa Ana. He slowed a lot here. He slowed down quite a bit. We'll see. Maybe he's running out of gas, or maybe a U-turn. He's turning into an apartment complex, I believe, here, and that might be it. I mean, he might be out of gas. We'll see. He was waiting for a car to go. Turn left, Jeff. Turn left. He's got a gate there. He's got nowhere to go. So unless he has the gate code, he's stuck here. Well, they got him pinned in. It doesn't look like that gate's opening. The door's opening, though. Here he comes out of the car. Pull forward, Jeff. Pull forward, Jeff. He's out, very casual. He's got something in his hands. Waves at the officers. Looks like he has food or a box of something there in his hands. Sunglasses on his head. It looked like he had some sort of a box of maybe food. He's not really complying. He put his hands on the hood there, shut the door. Now he's listening. Now that they're gonna order him back. He wants that box really bad, but here he goes towards the fence. Not exactly what they want him to do, but we'll see what he does. Again, the want on this was for suspected driving under the influence. And now he's complying with their demands, the officer's demands. Again, this is on Grand, just south of the 22 freeway. He pulled in, made a left-hand turn into this apartment complex, had nowhere to go. The gate was closed, boxed in there, and now he's surrendering. To a little bit of a wider shot. You see the officers there with their guns drawn. California Highway Patrol. This all started with the Anaheim Police Department. California Highway Patrol took it over when it got on surface streets. And now the suspect backing all the way up to the officers there. And they have him now in custody. They will clear the vehicle to make sure no one else is in there. Have him on the ground, and they'll approach the car